Well, little boys and girls, today we're going to learn a lesson from Our Sexuality, 9th edition, Robert Cooks and Carla Bauer, written or published by Thompson and Wadsworth Press. So, little kids, are you ready for a story? Are transsexuals and transgenderism gender identity disorder? The 4th edition of the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders, text version DSM-IV-TR, contains the most widely used system for classifying psychological disorders by the American Psychiatric Association 2000. Now, my little kiddies, just to let you know, there is a more modern version of the DSM. I believe it's called the DSM-5, or the DSM-6, which you can look up on your own. So, let's continue. According to this classification scheme, a person must meet 4 distinct criteria to be diagnosed with gender identity disorder. He or she must, number 1, have a strong or persistent cross-gender identification, 2, demonstrate persistent discomfort with his or her sex or a sense of inappropriateness in the gender role of that sex, 3, have a disturbance that is not concurrent with a physiological intersex condition, 4, manifest a disturbance that causes clinically significant distress or impairment in social, occupational, or other important areas of function. North American data indicates that boys are much more likely than girls to be referred to for assessment or treatment of gender identity disorder. However, in one major study referred girls typically manifested more extreme cross-gender behavior than did referred boys, a finding that suggests higher thresholds for referrals for girls than boys. Before the guidelines for diagnosing gender identity disorder were published, almost all transsexuals and many transgender people were assumed to be afflicted with pathological gender identity disorder. However, an emerging awareness of the dynamic of variant gender identities and roles has, however, resulted in an increased tendency among professionals and laypersons to challenge the traditional male-female polarization of gender. Even though most transsexual people and perhaps transgendered individuals do meet the criteria for gender identity disorder, it is now more acceptable to live permanently non-surgically altered state without pressure to seek cure, as in full surgery. However, a sex reassignment remains a viable option for many transsexuals, and it goes on to other parts of the book. So, what did we just learn? Well, we just learned that some people, or some little babies that are born a boy, might be a girl, as in they're a girl up here. Or some babies who are born little girls might be a boy up here. And since it's really up here that what counts, up here is where your heart, and where your brain, the concept of a heart, concept of where your emotions are, is up here, not down there. Therefore, we must go with what's up here. And if somebody says they're a little boy, it doesn't matter what's down there, children. Then they're a little boy because they say they're a little boy. And if they're a little girl, it doesn't matter what's down here. It only matters what's up here. Do we understand that, children? Hopefully we do. If not, write your friendly RavenBlaze and we can have another discussion about it. Well, this is RavenBlaze signing off with a book.